Hey guys, this is Health Nibble number 55, and the phone is sitting between two branches in a tree because I hate holding it. But I just got done with a corporate weight loss lecture, and it's actually kind of an educational session, and it occurred to me that we keep talking about all this stuff, but I never actually laid the foundation like I do when I do a lecture or a weight loss lecture. And one of the foundational concepts that we lay down is that we have hunter-gatherer genes. So our genes are 40,000 years old, for the plus or minus 0.02%. So really similar to what our genes were 40,000 years ago. And sorry, I'm getting ate up here. But we, our hunter-gatherer genetics are healthy. Our God-given genetics are a 10 out of 10. And we always say, your genes are a 10 out of 10 and 0 out of 10 is dead. So every choice you make in life either sends you towards 0 or sends you towards 10. And so, but the genetics are healthy. And then there's no doubt that, as we've talked about, that you can start turning on disease genes, but you can turn them off too. So when you think about things through this hunter-gatherer model, you realize how backwards everything we do is. So we eat foods that are made in factories rather than God's foods that grow from the earth the way you would in a hunter-gatherer culture. And you think you're going to be healthy, even like health food, health bars, and everything's processed. Exercise, 10,000 years ago you'd be moving all the time. It's pretty tough, and it's actually a requirement of the body. So it's pretty tough to be healthy when you're not doing that. So that's one of the reasons exercise is so important. So another concept that I talked about was all this abundance of sugar. So we have, your hunter-gatherer genes have all these mechanisms for starvation, which is one of the reasons why fasting and intermittent fasting is so powerful from a health standpoint. But we have no mechanisms for overeating. So this, from an evolutionary standpoint, this overeating concept is new. And so what we do is we spike insulin. It makes us gain weight, it causes disease, it destroys our blood vessels, causes contributes to dementia and Alzheimer's. So we really just don't have mechanisms for overeating due to our hunter-gatherer genetics. So anytime you see something on TV where they say, hey, statin drugs should be in the water, they're so powerful, does that make sense in a hunter-gatherer model? No. Even just controlling blood levels of things with drugs for a lifetime, does that make sense? If you know your God-given genetics are healthy and we reverse these chronic diseases all the time, why would you take drugs for a lifetime? Is that going to help anything? No. I mean, the other concept that we talked about tonight is that, we have 5% of the world's population in this country, and we take 60% of the drugs. And we're the sickest country in the world. So those are all things that I just want you to think about. And I think I'm going to start tapping into that and then dripping in some scientific stuff. But, does it make sense in a hunter-gatherer model? That's your Health Nibble.